Welcome back, this time to the Balancing a Ration section of Introduction to Commercial Animal Feed Labels. This is the fourth and final video in this program. I'm Jim Hillary, the Agriculture and Natural Resources Extension Agent for Virginia Cooperative Extension in Loudoun County, Virginia. This presentation supports the 8008 series curriculum, Introduction to Animal Systems, developed by Virginia's Office of Career, Technical, and Adult Education Services. For many livestock and horse owners, providing feed to their animals simply means opening a commercial feed bag and scooping out enough for the morning or evening feeding. Other livestock and horse owners, however, feed a custom blend of feed that they mix themselves. They may decide to use this approach because of their animal's special dietary needs or because buying feed by the ton is less expensive than buying feed by the 50-pound bag. Livestock owners who mix their own feed need a method to help them calculate ingredients that will consistently have a certain nutrient level. Many use software apps today. However, if an app isn't working, then the old school pencil and paper method is known as a Pearson Square. Hog producer Ima Porcine knows that raising her 100-pound pigs to their sale weight requires 2,000 pounds of feed. Ima also knows that to reach their goal weight for sale, these pigs must be fed an 18% crude protein ration. Ima therefore decided to use corn and soybean meal for this production operation because current prices for both are good. Ima must look at a feed composition chart similar to the one in this table to determine which feed ingredients have 18% crude protein. Feed composition charts are available on the web and perhaps from the local cooperative extension office. Reading from the feed composition chart, Ima saw that corn's crude protein level is 8.9%, and soybean meal is much higher at 44.4%. So how much corn and soybean meal must Ima mix together to have 2,000 pounds of feed with 18% crude protein? Well, at least 2,000 pounds worth. But what amount should be corn and what amount should be soybean meal? We're going to use a Pearson Square to figure out those amounts. To make a Pearson Square, the first step is to draw a 1 to 2 inch square on a piece of paper. There's nothing magic about the size of the square. Make it a size that works best for you. The second step is to write the percentage of crude protein needed by the animals in the center of the square where the diagonal lines cross. Recall, Ima's hogs need 18%. Step 3 is to write the feeds to be used at the top and bottom of each corner. See that the word corn is written at the top on both sides and the abbreviation SBM for soybean meal is written at the bottom of both sides. Then write the crude protein value of each feed next to its name, 8.9% for corn and 44.4% for soybean meal. Step 4 looks complex on paper, but it is not. On your paper, you have 3 crude protein values: 18%, which is the amount needed by the final feed product, 8.9% for corn, and 44.4% for soybean meal. If you pair 18% with 8.9%, one of those numbers is smaller than the other. In this example, it's 8.9%. If you pair 18% with 44.4%, one of those numbers is smaller than the other. In this example, it's 18%. Using those pairs and following the x in the square, subtract the smaller number from the larger number. So 18% minus 8.9% equals 9.1, which we will now call parts rather than percentage. 44.4% minus 18% equals 26.4, which we will now call parts rather than percentage. Write these part values in the 2 right corners. For step 5, the numbers in the upper and lower right corners are the parts of the 2 feed ingredients: 9.1 parts of soybean meal and 26.4 parts of corn. But we've not finished yet. The parts must be added together to determine total parts. So 9.1 plus 26.4 equals 35.5 total parts. Although we now know the total parts value by itself, the total parts will not tell us how much corn and how much soybean meal is needed. So we're still not finished, almost, but we have to convert parts back into percentages. For step 6, divide the corn and the soybean parts by the total parts. Corn's 26.4 divided by 35.5 equals 0.744. And soybean meal's 9.1 divided by 35.5 equals 0.256. Look here though, multiply those numbers by 100. Corn is 74.4% and soybean meal is 25.6%. For step 7, to reach 2,000 pounds, I'm foreseeing must multiply the percentage of each feed type by the total amount of feed desired. 74.4% of corn equals 0.744 times 2,000 pounds, or 1,488 pounds. 25.6% of soybean meal equals 0.256 times 2,000 pounds, or 512 pounds. 1,488 pounds plus 512 pounds equals 2,000 pounds. This is the last content slide in this presentation. The references listed below were read or reviewed during the development of this program.